The beloved character's fate was confirmed in this evening's episode, after a terrifying showdown with John Sugden last week. A picture discovered by Mackenzie that was stuck in John's scrapbook allowed him to work out that he was involved in Nate Robinson's murder. He then got into John's van and believed he was being driven to the train station. Little did Mack know that John had worked out what his enemy had seen. He tricked Mackenzie into thinking he needed help with fixing an item in the back of his van, just to get him outside. As it dawned on Mack that he'd no longer be going to London, he attempted to make a run for it into the woods. John followed him with a bow and arrow. Despite the fact Mack was running fast, John's weapon meant he really had no chance. An arrow was shot and went straight through Mackenzie's chest. The last we saw of him in that episode, he was begging for John not to kill him. Due to the fact Mack knew too much, John wasn't going to let him go. He picked up a boulder and threw it down, making it look as though he had just murdered Mackenzie. In the days that followed, fans of the ITV soap have been convinced he didn't die. They noticed a few clues, but got their answer tonight as we saw Mack for the first time. Prior to this, John had another problem to deal with when he realized Aaron Dingle had broken into the locked door in the house. The memorabilia displayed, the child's bed behind him, and the newspaper insert detailing a young boy saving a dog allowed Aaron to learn that he was standing in John's old bedroom. John spun a story to Aaron about his mum dying of cancer last year, and just how much it impacted him. Losing a loved one to cancer is something Aaron can also relate to, as his gran Faith Dingle died after a diagnosis. In 2024, Aaron's mum Charles Dingle was also told she had breast cancer, but fortunately survived the journey. Aaron connected with John in this moment, which meant that dishonesty wasn't a strong focus of the conversation. Instead, John reminded Aaron that he previously expressed interest in buying the house, and said it would be a good idea if they move in together. Aaron smiled and agreed. John was then seen in the woods removing some leaves from the floor. We then saw an entrance to a bunker. He opened it and went down a ladder. John approached a blanket on a bench, the same one that he hid Mackenzie's body in a few days ago. He pulled the material back and we saw Mack. He grumbled, confirming he had just about survived. This new video shows what will happen as Monday's episode begins. Mackenzie wakes up, we see he has been chained to a wall, and also has an injured leg. Beside Mack is a hospital drip, suggesting that John is doing his best to nurse him back to full health. After suffering flashbacks, Mack sees John approaching him. He panics, but John grabs him and encourages Mack to calm down. We're heading into a very exciting and dramatic week in Emmerdale. Mackenzie Boyd is trapped in a bunker, but he's currently not strong enough to even remotely try and escape. Aaron Dingle is stuck in a cottage with John in the middle of nowhere, currently unaware that his best friend is being held captive just a few steps away from him. With John more desperate and dangerous than ever before, anything can happen. Will everyone survive what's ahead?